Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new YouTube Plays StarCraft. And today, what do we have in store for everyone? Well, I will put the comment on the screen right now. I need to properly read it again as well, because I can't quite remember exactly what I was supposed to do. I just remember it started with a core first and chrono boosting 2 adepts quickly across the map. Now, we managed to borrow an account from one of my friends, which has a completely new MMR around 6k or so. The Protoss MMR hasn't been played on yet, so we're now playing against the Zerg that has 5.7k MMR. Let me read real fast what I was supposed to do. Nexus before core, 2 chronos for 2 adept arrest, Stargate for opener, kill as many drones as possible, 3rd Nexus before 3rd and 4th gas, then Robo Forge and gates. Okay. That sounds very doable. I decided to not scout. Macro into Archon, more from DTs, Disruptor Phoenix, and push with some Immortals and Gateway units. Okay, so that's an interesting unit composition. Push with DTs, Archons from DTs, get Disruptors, Immortals and Gateway units. That all sounds very doable, honestly. The start kind of sounds like a normal opener, except that you're opening with core before Nexus. So, what does the core before Nexus do? Let me refresh your memory if you forgot. It allows us to get faster adepts out on the map, at the cost of delaying our gas and getting a probe and a half less, basically. So, it costs us some money, it costs us some gas, but we get the ability to be on our opponent's side of the map just a little bit faster. So. Stargate starts. We get some oracles. Did it specify how many oracles? Open for oracles. Kill as many drones early on as possible. Okay, well. I'll try my best. So here comes the first 2 adepts. Now these 2, they have a rough task because they're gonna need to go in and basically kill themselves for ire. Okay, yeah, this wall is perfect. Now the best way to do a move like this is to shade in and walk towards his natural mineral line. Now, this is gonna be absolutely useless. He has so many queens, holy crap. I think he might have skipped his 3rd base or something. I think that was a 4th queen already, which is completely impossible if you have a 3rd. So, I've been told to take a 3rd base before gases 3 and 4 as well. We'll just get another adept so we can continue harassing afterwards too. He does have a 3rd base, so then he probably just walked the queen from the natural. This was a bad start. It's not the greatest fight that I've ever taken with my oracle. It wasn't really a fight, it was more me getting beaten down by my opponent. Then, let's see, Robo and a Forge. Robo, Forge and Gates. I think I'm not supposed to get a Twilight, unless it's for... Well, that was good. I wasn't supposed to get a Twilight, unless I guess I get +2 or something like that. But I don't think the YouTube man wants me to actually get that. Now, I think because this build is based on alphastar, I need to build a 4th oracle as well. So here we go. We have almost no gateways, we only have a single one. Uh-oh. This means he might be out of position with all of his links. Extra gateways being built. Now we have 4 oracles. We take gases here. Add a sentry. I guess we need a Twilight Council for the Dark Shrine. Going to the main base as there's least likely to be anything of defense there. Any kind of defense. Okay, here we go. Fast forward base as well. Because now that we're going ham, might as well, right? Okay, we lost 2 oracles, but we killed a bunch of workers. We add some gateways. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to get blink or what I'm supposed to do, but perhaps I can figure something else. Like, I haven't been given any instructions of getting blink or charge, so I guess I'm just gonna add some stalkers, disruptors, and archons. I guess is the whole plan here. We got 2 immortals right now. And now we'll start our production of disruptors. This could be infestors, could also be swarm hosts. So let's try to figure that out. Feels a bit like swarm hosts to me. Could be Nidus as well, so I'm gonna just make sure there's no Nidus on any site that I care about. So we have good eco already, 86 workers. I mean, I guess we can take a 5th base if we want. Void Ray. More Archons, more Disruptors. Okay, here's the Swarm Host, which we should be able to fight at this point. We also saw a bunch of Ravagers here, which are a juicy target for our... Uh-oh. Juicy target for these boys. Oh, please, please, please. This is not the hottest play. Oh, nice micro. Not by him though. So we still haven't gotten any Twilight upgrades. Just like the guy told us to. Or told us not to. 80 workers. He now has Hydras on the way. Microing our Archons like our life depends on it. Will you lose 1? Oh, this is probably a mistake by him. Continue building Archons from DTs. 82 workers. I mean, our worker count is fantastic, right? We don't really have to do much more there. Maybe go up to 90 or something. Get +3 going. More stalkers. Yeah, we have 90 workers right now, so I'm pretty happy with my position currently. I think I'll get blink. No, actually, I think alphastar got blink, so I'm just kind of mirroring on that because I think I remember the commenter saying something about alphastar. These two will just make a run by, and now we're just gonna attack. Disruptors deal with lurkers relatively well. We get 2 more robos in case we need to reproduce more disruptors. Decent enough force fields. We'll get observer speed to deal with these guys. You see? I see where it's coming from. I can shoot at it. He's too slow. No, he's in time. Now we make an Archon out of this. Continue getting more and more gas. Some extra bases. Whoop. That's one. I wish we had our observer already. I'm not quite sure where it is. This will hit something. Not the greatest hit, but what to do. There is a Nidus somewhere. I just don't know where, which is pissing me off. Actually, we can just kind of stay there, can't we? How many disruptors do we have? We have 3. And this guy is completely dead right now. Now we have some stuff left over. We can add some gateways. Still at 90 workers. This is looking pretty tight. I completely forgot that there still were swarmers on the map as well, I'm gonna be real. He hasn't used them in quite some time as well. So that probably contributes to it. I think we just won the game. Honestly, I don't see a way in which we lose. GG. As we win our first game. And let's see. Yeah, 5-7 MMR, so minus 12. Our MMR should be around 6-2, 6-3 right now. So that's a nice MMR to start at for this show. Then we'll go into the next game, where hopefully I get another good player. See you boys there. Alright. Spas. I think we got this lad before as well. In the 200 supply challenge. So here we are once again. Now for PvP, I believe the task was to play 1 gate expand into Phoenix Immortal. And I start with harassing with an Oracle. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. Now I obviously want to start with a gas first, just so that I get a little bit more money. It's important. And a little bit more money here. I can always scout later on. The wall on this map is really nice and easy. Can close everything off real fast, just like I did last game against the Zerg. Now 1 gate expand is not super viable in PvP usually, because it just dies to a lot of the proxies. Like proxy robo usually kills it. Proxy 3 gate is very good against it. Is there anything else that slipped my mind? I don't think there's anything else that slipped my mind. Nexus, Cybercore. And this will be our scout. And then my goal here is that I kind of want to track his probe with one of my own probes. Okay. Yeah. I kind of know which direction it's going. It's most likely gonna be over here. So this one will scout the other side of the map. And then this probe will be looking for any kind of proxy. Ideally, I would have been with him a little quicker. I'm also gonna check for any extra pylons. And I guess the task was to play Stargate opener, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. Open with Oracle for harassment. Now it is completely possible that my opponent is proxying something and that I'll need to open okay, with something else rather than Phoenixes and Oracle. And as we see right now, we see our opponent indeed is here. And we will be using a Void Ray defense. In case we're getting all in. Well, in case we are getting all in. So we're gonna add more batteries. Second gateway. We have a bit of a wall here. Should I get more batteries? Guess I could. And then I'm gonna start a wall here. Now you might be wondering, why do you want to start a wall there? But it's just in case I get any kind of adept play against me. It's nice to be able to re-wall. So I'm just gonna patrol this probe here. Now I want to put 1 damage on that immortal, so it activates the shield as soon as possible. We got that immortal. We get a sentry. Another Void Ray. We have our Cybercore on the way once again. Now I'm a little bit afraid of a prism. There we saw it. I'm not actually too afraid of the prism. I just realized it's actually better if he used the prism than anything else. Because that means his army will be split up. Which would actually be a positive for me. I think this is too hard to hold, honestly. I don't understand how this would be possible. Quite possible. I'm supposed to hold this. As Void Rays just skill so poorly against a higher Stalker count. That's the problem. If this was a ramp, perhaps I would be able to do it, but without a ramp here, I just don't see a possibility. Yeah. Tough luck as we lose this game. This is not the hottest build, but you know, I just follow the instructions. Nothing else I do. We'll try another game. See where we can land. Alright, we got another PvP, so we can have another shot at the build. It feels weird having to do a build which I really don't have much trust in. I need to find a way to be more creative, I think. I think the straight up defense, like I just did it, is almost impossible to work. Because you guys basically gave me a shovel to hit a nail. And it's like, I much rather have a hammer, you know? The tools here are not quite what I need, but perhaps I just need to hit this guy with a shovel in his head instead of trying to hit the nail. Perhaps that's a better plan. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Now, the beauty of this is that I really haven't been giving much restrictions, so perhaps I can fake a cannon rush initially or something like that. Trick him a bit into not scouting. Could be useful for me. I don't think that did anything. Oh, it did. He started the forge. Cancelled his second gate. Okay, this is good. Like I said, we're just hitting him with the shovel instead now, boys. Oh, we're hitting him with the shovel so hard. Knockout, baby. Second gate back up. I don't see a second probe yet, which is pissing me off. It means he's doing a proxy straight away. Now, if this is a proxy robo... Oh, he started a salad. Ooh. Oh, wait, there's a second pylon. I just still haven't seen his probe. Maybe he returned it home, and I missed that. It's very possible. We're just gonna have a scout around for some kind of proxy though. I probably should have opened with Adept as well, so I can get a faster Stargate. Now, the way I figured I'd play this, listen to this, alright, is instead of doing what I did last game, is I'll just start with an Oracle, like, and then I... Oh! No, unless I scout that he's going for proxy Stargate. Oh, this is very spicy. This is very spicy indeed. So I gotta be careful that he doesn't come in with any adepts. And that I don't lose my Stalker to 2 Stalkers. Did he cancel that? No! I messed up my micro really hard there. Now, Phoenix afterwards is what I've been recommended to do. Now, what's the chance this guy expects me to do something that makes sense? It's probably very low. Oh! That's a very late expo though. So we're gonna continue our Phoenix productions, and I think it was Mass Phoenix and Immortal from here on out. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. Just sacrificed it. I mean, it's not the hottest play, right? But it's playable. Maybe a second starport or Stargate at some point. I'm not quite sure. Okay, well, this is I think quite bad for this guy, because I have Phoenixes. And guess what, my friend? Uh-oh. Come on, this will never work, my friend. Second Stargate. I think I'll also get +1. And I think the instructions I got were just Immortals and Phoenix, right? Let's see. 1 gate expand into Stargate, Oracle, harass while macro up, Mass Immortal and Phoenix, and take a relatively early third. Okay, relatively early third. Well, this is way too early, so that should count. There's no follow-up plan, which will make this a little bit harder, I guess. I'll cancel this for a faster third. Oh, this feels scary. Oh. So that's a Blink Stalker push of some sorts. More phoenixes. We can get... Do we have +1 on the way yet? No. We should get +1 for phoenixes pretty soon. Now our third base is ridiculously fast. Like it really didn't need to be that fast. But I guess it's relatively early. You know, we took it before my opponent took his gases. Oh, this guy is quite a special cookie. Okay, here we go. We just kill all the anti-air, I guess? No, actually it would be better to kill the fiend. Well, it doesn't matter. I have too much stuff. He just dies. Nice! GG. So we win this game. Let's see what this fella's MMR was. 5-8. So he was a rank 98 Grandmaster. We're doing alright together, team. We'll play one more quick game. Then we'll call it a day. Alright, friendos. Another PvP. This time on a map where this build actually isn't too bad. 3 PvPs. In a row. Who could have predicted this? No, we'll do the 1 gate expand. And then we'll follow up with the Stargate and the Phoenix Immortal stuff. 6-2 is really quite high level. I think we're starting to scratch maybe top 50, top 40 Grandmaster. So one of the top 40 players in Europe. And hopefully the builds I have been recommended to do will be good enough. I don't have a lot of trust in this rusty shovel though. Not a lot of faith. We might need to pull some tricks out of the hi-hat. It would be fantastic if it started without a proxy for us. Like if this guy just decides, you know what, today is the day, gonna play a standard macro game. Or it would be even better if we play a mirror, that both of us play a 1 gate expand. So here goes the Cybercore. Now, usual scout timing is about 140 to 150. So anything, well actually anything before 2 minutes is still okay for me. It means there's most likely another proxy. And as the time passes by, the likelihood of there being a proxy just becomes bigger and bigger, and I think we're being proxied. It's very rough. The nice thing for us though is that this dude isn't aware that we're, you know, what we're doing. Like, it's very unlikely that someone's doing what I'm doing, so very, very fast Stargate this time around. What's the chance he builds it up there? Very low. I'm not even gonna scout there then.
Glory to the Daylong.
Now we're just gonna check over here to make sure no minerals have been mined away. That means he can't have anything proxied on that side of the map, which is good information. I'm missing an area of the map, you see that? It's a lot of stalkers. There's nothing here yet. Maybe we can get some info in here. The only info we got through there is that there's a lot of stalkers. Ideally, I'd be denying this pro. Kill the bird, of course. Most important thing. Oh, he's in. He sure is a special cookie. Ah, this is some good damage to start off with. We kill a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna full wall because I'm slightly afraid of DTs. Maybe something back here. I know what this is. But I don't think it's DTs. We'll wall this with another gate. Once we get our one immortal out, we might be able to actually do something. Ah! We started our immortal like a second too late. Ooh, that's a bad blink by you, my friend. And now, I think he's in a little bit of trouble. We build another oracle for harassment. I think that's allowed. One more immortal. And because his base is so close, we actually have a very clear path to pushing into him. I don't think he has anything in his home base. Oh, there's way too little stuff. I think we can just kill him. Oh, there we go, GG. Nice. So, this is good stuff. So, our MMR, we get 105 MMR for this, which is the highest I've ever had. 6 to 14, which means that as our YouTube community, let's see, Grandmaster, 6 to 14, we would be rank 32 right now. That's not bad with your strategies. Now let's see if we can stay here, of course, because our MMR is still calibrating very quickly. As I borrowed this account from a friend of mine, like I said, so it might be a bit too high, but usually the placement matches do something good. Now, if you did enjoy this video, feel free to like. If you want to suggest something for next week, please copy the format that this week and last week's guy used, where one little paragraph for each matchup, and then the comment with the most upvotes that meets the requirements I will be playing. So thank you very much everyone for submitting ideas, and thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below for any future videos. Bye bye. See you all next time.